Hello and welcome. So today we are going to do this Paper Artsy themed card. So we use a couple of the Fresco paints. We've got some BubbleGum and some blue Lagoon and some slimed. And then we also will be using, this is a new set, ETS 25. There's masks all over it, but this is the new set by Tracy Scott, and we're going to do a lot of masking, some painting, and just have a good time. Thanks for joining me. Okay, let's get started. So I've got Paper Artsy here, and I've got some of their paint, so I'm going to kind of do this. I had seen it, I call it like the Paper Artsy style, where you're really jumping the brayer, and you'll see. But I just took a piece of sticky grid here that I'm going to use to keep it kind of straight. And then I've got my gel press here that I use as a palette. And let's see, we've got opaque, semi-opaque, slimed, blue Lagoon, and then BubbleGum is opaque. So let's get let's get this out on our palette. Although this Fresco, because it's a chalk paint, it dries really, really fast. So I'm not putting much out at all. And I am going to start with the semi-opaque. So let's start with green. And what they say is just kind of like skip your brayer, going in all different directions, like so. And then I'm going to grab some of this the blue, and we're just going to continue to go until we get a layer down that we like, or that I like. I keep saying we, and it's not really we, is it? But that's okay. And I'm also going to switch to different brayers too, because one's going to give me a smoother, see how much smoother that is? It's a bit of a more blocked, calm that down. So now when it gets a bit dark, what we need to do is add some white. And this is just, I've just got Liquitex. I like this. There isn't too much grit in this. It's a pretty smooth gesso. And I do have over here on the side, I do have a piece of scrap paper to clean my brayers. So now I'm going to get some of the white. Just to calm that down a little bit. Okay, now let's get back to the Ranger one. I do like how it skips a little more. We need to bring some of the green back. Great with that bubble gum. Okay, and then now I'm also going to be adding in some of these stamps here. Oops. So I got some checks here. And the nice thing about these is they're really thick, so it's going to work okay with the paint. Okay. Now, what I want to make sure that I'm doing is over here. I'll do it over here. I'm going to put down some water. And right when I'm done with it, I'm going to put it in this water, because I don't want that acrylic to end up drying on there, because if it does, it's going to ruin the stamp. Or actually, you could probably soak it in alcohol, rubbing alcohol, but you could possibly dry out your stamp. So it's best just to take and put it in some water till I can clean it. So now let's add some blue since we did the stamp. And I'm kind of losing that, so let's get some more of the checks. And it was kind of right here, right? Kind of, well, no, let's not try to do it. Okay. Let's get some blue, some of the pink. Easier to control dipping it in the paint on here, for me anyway. It's always nice doing it off the edge because it brings the illusion that there's more happening. Want that a little heavier. Yeah. There we go. Okay, let's get this into the water. Let's add a little bit of pink again. It's right here in the middle. I am liking how this is going. Let's flip it around. Get some white. Oops, I put the thing in the... Okay, and so, oh, let me pull this. Yeah, there's the cleanup sheet. Oh, we might use it. Okay, so I made some masks, and now I'm going to let's go this way. So I'm thinking what I want is to solid out so then that way when I stamp on them, it's not gonna be so busy in the background. So like that, and then that should be good. So let's do, well, let's get the flower to be pink. So let's get the blue and the green. Need some white. While that's drying and I'm working, just in case I want white again, just set that aside. Okay, so we've got all the white down. Now let's get to stamping. And I'm going to pull out the platform. It's always just in case, because if you don't, you might wish you did. Right? Oh, actually, let's get these painted first. So I said, let's go with Again, I've got black soot in here. I just take the pad, and when it was dry, I've got a replacement, a refill of black soot. Oh, it's close enough. So then we're going to have to make this side the same, kind of set off. So if this long side goes like this, let's set it off. Guess Okay, so I found this stencil by Dube, Carolyn Dube. It's L317. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put white down first. I'm going to kind of shadow it. So I'm going to do, ooh, how'd that get pink? Oh, it's just the color of my, so I'm going to do white first. Actually, I'm done with that.